3 things that I learned from a yogi. Recently, I have been watching a lot of videos on YouTube, and I feel like I always try to watch videos of meditation and yogis, influencers, speakers, people that I look up to and resemble the lifestyle that I am trying to live internally. So the number one thing that I learned from watching yogis and spiritual teachers, masters in India, and people who practice this being of awareness, and this is their lifestyles, is that you should not make your goals your entire reason for living and your object of obsession. Because one of the reasons why we are unhappy and we have all this turmoil within is because we always want something that we don't have, which would be your goal, which you're working towards. We are always working towards something. The number one thing that I learned from these people that carry themselves with this amazing awareness and presence is that you should never make a goal an obsession, because you never know if you're actually going to get there. What if you died tomorrow? And God forbid that you do. But what if? You never know what could happen. If for some reason you don't fulfill this goal that you set yourself on, you are going to be unhappy chasing this goal. And that causes unhappiness and a lot of mixed emotions, this drive of not being present because you're looking to the future all the time. So one thing that I learned is that it's okay to have goals, but don't make them obsessive goals. And I know that there is a lot of speakers out there that push you to obsess over goals and tell you that this is the only way that you're going to fulfill your dreams. We're working for internal satisfaction and peace. My definition of success is how I feel in here, how much value I give to the time that I spend with people and with myself. That's what success means to me. And I feel like this is a great way to put that into practice, is to not obsess over goals and milestones like that. Enjoy the journey as you go. The second thing that I learned from a yogi is that lessons need to be internalized, not just intellectualized. Because when we watch videos or pay attention to certain people, their actions, we are able, or their words when they're speaking to us, kind of like I do on my channel, is that we listen and we try to understand it intellectually. And it's very different when you internalize a lesson, or you actually experience the emotions that came with it, or you went through some pain and you learned something from it. Lessons need to be internalized, not just intellectualized. We need to process them emotionally, and I allow them to penetrate our souls, to sink into our beings. You need to embody what you speak of with actions. Like I said, wisdom is meaningless unless you embody the experience. So the emotions are super important to process, because we cannot learn otherwise. The emotions are there to teach you something. So don't block them off. Allow them to flow through you and allow the experience to change you as a person. The last thing that I learned from a yogi is that discipline is the greatest challenge, but the only path to true freedom. And this is something that obviously comes with age, because we naturally build discipline. We learn discipline when we build a routine when we go to school, elementary, high school. But as you grow older, your life becomes a lot more routinely. It's not as euphoric and fun as it was maybe when you were a child, but you build discipline. This discipline that you build will stay with you forever. And this is the only way to true freedom. Like I said, I've realized this more now that I'm older and I don't do things so spontaneously like I used to when I was younger. I was all about just doing random things just 'cause. Always on the go, always on the move, always with plans. Now I need months in advance to make a plan. I need time to plan vacations. I have a stable job. I work a 9 to 5. All that stuff has built discipline and good habits in me. But I feel like sometimes we confuse discipline for routine and boringness, or like just boredom. We get bored. And discipline is actually the greatest form to true freedom. And this is something that we should all practice, is good discipline. Meditation itself, and I know that yogis, that's all they do, is they live in temples and they live in this state of meditation, is that they have learned and disciplined themselves to be still within. And discipline does that for you. It builds that within you, and you're able to control yourself and have some kind of influence and power over your emotions, your actions, your reactions. And it gives you greater peace. So self-mastery requires a lot of understanding of discipline, and not only understanding, but practicing discipline. We are the only species with such awareness, and we are the only species that is able to reflect the way that we're able to reflect. So building this discipline is so important to your awareness and your self-mastery. And ultimately, that's the only reason why we're placed on this earth, is to truly learn about ourselves and master ourselves internally. We are little souls in a human body. So this was 3 things that I have learned from a yogi, masters of meditation, of awareness. I watch a lot of people like that on my YouTube. So I will pin a couple of the videos and people that I watch down in the description box if you guys are interested in learning more about yogis, maybe their lifestyles. It's very beneficial in so many ways to listen to other people, and these people have mastered themselves and the discipline for this kind of awareness and presence that they embody. It's a beautiful thing to see, and you can feel it. Like when you watch a video and you know that it's a yogi or somebody that is highly aware, you feel that presence. It's so serene and real. It just feels solid, like you can trust what they say. It's beautiful. Thank you so much for coming back to my channel. Please subscribe, like, comment, share, watch the videos that I pinned down below. Open up your mind a little bit. Be opening to listening to other people and learning things. Thank you for being part of my lovely family. Blessings. I will see you in the next video.